Happy Thanksgiving, my friends. I just wanted to send a quick video to thank you for being part of our Dojo Martial Arts channel here on YouTube, and all of you who are subscribing to our platform over on Teachable. So many of you have sent emails, and I just want to say thank you so much for your questions, for your observations, for your comments, criticisms, all of that. Thank you so much. The martial arts, I'm sure as it is to you, is very, very important to me and all of our students here at the dojo. We are going on year number 20 in 2026. So here in Mason, Ohio, which is in the Midwest of the United States, we have been here in Mason for 20 years, 2 decades now, as a full-time professional martial arts school. Before that, I was up in Dayton, Ohio. I lived there for many years and trained with Anshu Stephen K. Hayes of Toshindo. Before that, I was in Massachusetts training with Mark Davis and many other martial artists, as well as Hatsumi Sensei, Ishizuka, Tanamura-san, Noguchi, Nagato-san, many, many teachers. What I've learned over the years is that the training never stops. You can never feel good enough. Even since I was a child, we wanted to be stronger, faster, smarter, better with a sword, better at dealing with issues in life. And here today on Thanksgiving, we know that one of the major keys to quote-unquote happiness is understanding how grateful we are for life itself. Wherever you are today, wherever you're going today, or if you're by yourself, it makes no difference. A good thing that I like to do several times a year and even daily in small doses is write down or think about what I am thankful for. What that does is it just forces you to put things in perspective, because the thoughts that you and I have every day, we're bombarded by things on social media that will try to destroy us and pull us apart, as well as make ourselves doubt who we are. And by writing things down, we're quickly reminded of all of the stuff that we do have, even though you and I desire things that we don't have, because we think that when we get that, we will become happier. Only when, or if I get this, I will be satisfied, I'll be happy, I'll finally feel good. We know that that is just not true. It's ephemeral. So what I like to do is just remind myself of what I do have. When I name some things that I'm thankful for, what you can do is maybe it'll spark in your brain, oh, I have that too. And what he just said, I have too. And that'll make us happier. Believe in me, it works. So here are some things that I'm thankful for, and maybe you are too. I am thankful literally to just be alive. The odds are astronomically low that any of us even come into existence. So the fact that you and I are here, however many years, is just astonishing to think about. Just think about how our ancestors could not have failed at any point. We are here over thousands and millions of years. You and I have evolved to be here and now. Just that alone is enough for me to wake up every morning and be super thankful of just breathing today and being here and now, seeing the lights and the sounds and the experiences and the joys and beauty of life, and understanding the suffering and the immense pain and sadness, the loneliness that we go through is all part of that package. You can't have one without the other, or you wouldn't understand it. So being alive is full of pain. Every single day I feel pain. But I've become friends with it because I know that's part of the whole experience of life. So just being alive is enough. However, I have heat. I have air conditioning. I have a roof over my head. Whether I live alone or with a family, I'm providing it, or I'm with someone, or someone is donating a roof over my head. Either way, I'm extremely thankful to have shelter. It's raining out literally right now this morning. It's raining out. And I'm dry. I'm wearing a nice jacket here. Do you understand? So just by understanding we don't have to deal with the elements as we would have 300 or 400 years ago, we have heat we can turn on. We have electricity. I have running water. I can turn on a faucet and drink the water. We have indoor plumbing. I can go to the bathroom. We used to have outhouses where you'd go out in minus 20 degrees to go to the bathroom. These seem like such simple things, but if you just think about them, we realize how darn lucky we are to live in this day and age. I have a computer right here. All of the knowledge on earth almost is sitting in my phone. Right here in the palm of my hand, I have everything possible. We have all these beautiful educational books that we can research. When I started ninjutsu back in 1982, there was none of this around, no books, there was nothing, no internet. So the fact that I can access this stuff, we have Teachable now, where we have hundreds of martial art lessons that you can learn from home, how to defend yourself 1,000 different ways with 15 different weapons. We didn't have this knowledge back then. I couldn't go on Teachable and just start to watch videos and train. Impossible. We had to seek these gentlemen out, go to Japan, go to the different parts of the U.S. and find out where they were. Do you see that right there? That's a certificate from a Taikai in 1993. That one happens to be 30 plus years ago. I had to go to Texas to get that, to train with Hatsumi Sensei here, right there. He's still alive. He's 93, 94. You had to go to the Texas to train with him. Then you'd have to go to Atlanta to train with him. You just have to go everywhere. So the fact that we can access martial arts in our backyard, we have dojos around, many of us, or training clubs that we can become involved in. You just go on Google and look for your martial art that you want. Fantastic. We have fresh water to drink. We have access to food stores. Can you imagine living 100 years ago and having to go out and hunt a deer to get your food for the next week or two? And how would you freeze it? You had no electricity. You had an ice box. This is the amazing stuff to think about. You might have had a fireplace or an open flame. We didn't have a thermostat that we could turn on. We didn't have electric blankets. You understand? This is what makes me so darn happy, is because I just go back 200 years. I read about history, and I see the suffering that went on. You were so lucky to live beyond age 30 or 40, 150 years ago. So the fact that you and I can live to be 60 is incredible. And if you're getting to be 70 or 80, very few people, less than 1%, ever live to 100, so get that out of your head. That's why it's so important not to always focus on death and the future. Focus on here and now, today. What can I do today to improve my tomorrow? I think about the past, all the things that we go through when we're children and we're learning, all the wonderful people that we meet, the different role models that you and I have. What's a role model? To have heroes that we can inspire to be. You and I have entertainment. We have movies. We have culture. So we can go out and watch a movie on Netflix or rent a movie, not rent, but buy a physical DVD or whatever, a Blu-ray. 4K now, we have 4K technology. And you can watch your heroes in a movie and be inspired to turn the movie off and get up and do something like that hero. We have wonderful books. You can buy books or you can read PDFs of books. Either way, we can read about all of the humans that have come before us, long dead, that are telling us their wisdom. You and I are lucky to just be able to access other people's lives from 100 years ago, 300, 400, 500 years ago. And you pick the culture. I don't care where you're from in the world. You can choose different cultures and go down that rabbit hole and read about how someone lived in Spain 300 years ago, or Japan 500 years ago, or China 800 years ago, or India, wherever. You can just go to any country you want. And the U.S., being 200, almost 300 years old, is incredible as well. We have a whole deep culture here in the U.S. that you and I are becoming part of every day. So I'm thankful for fresh water, fresh food, education, clothing, shelter, opportunity, a job. I can go out and get a job anywhere. I don't care who you are. You have the capability to go out and seek out employment which gives us purpose to get up in the morning. You may despise your job and you're so happy you have today and tomorrow off. You have a 4-day weekend. Cool. That's wonderful. But I have the choice, and literally don't argue. You have a choice, as I do, to stay at our job or to leave it. No one's forcing us to work. So I can go to a job down the street and get a new job. Or I can get an education. You and I have the opportunity here in America. No one can complain. Educations are available to all of us. So you and I can go to a college or an online school or take some certification courses. We can become a carpenter. We can become an electrician if we want. You just have to have the passion to learn, and you have to have the ability to believe in yourself, because you might have been told by family and friends that you're no good, that you're a loser, that you're dumb, that you can't do this, you can't do that. BS, you can do anything you want. This is America. This is 2025. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your background is. You are not a victim. You can do anything you want. And if you have that mindset, you will achieve great things. It's going to take tremendous patience and pain and time and effort and money. You need resources. Well, where am I going to get the resources? It's 2025. I can go and get resources anywhere I want. I can rake leaves. I can mow lawns. I can shovel snow. I can do anything. And your mind is capable of 1,000 different creative jobs out there. You can do anything you want. That is the beauty of being alive. We were born with a brain and a body to be able to achieve wonderful things. But you can't do it alone, of course. So going back to Thanksgiving today, we may go and spend time with our dreaded uncle or our bitchy aunt, whoever it is, our great-grandparents. I don't care who it is. Be thankful and grateful that you have a family. You have people around you who are born with your blood, and some of them will do anything to see that you are successful, to wish you love. How lucky are we to even have the idea of love in our life? Somebody cares for us, our mom, our dad, no matter what past we had with them, fed us and kept us alive. If you and I are here today, somebody took care of us and changed our diapers and taught us how to read and walk and all this stuff. So we've always had people who loved us in our life, who liked us, who enjoyed being around us. But you don't need a family. So I would suggest, if you go with your family today, be patient. Be patient. They're going to annoy the hell out of you as you annoy the hell out of them, as I do. I annoy the hell out of my family with my dry sense of humor. And if I'm not training after 2 or 3 days, I get really bearish. I want to go back to the dojo. The dojo's who I am. So if I'm stuck at home sitting around doing nothing, I get antsy. I need to get up and move. But the point is I have a beautiful, wonderful family that I can go and just hang out with. And I don't have to put on airs or fake anything. You just sit there and be yourself. Be yourself and communicate. I suggest if you go with your family, talk to them. Ask them questions. If you have grandparents, ask them about their childhood. Ask them about their history. When they die, we can't go back and re-ask them things. So maybe just sit for a few minutes on the couch with your aunt or uncle and just ask questions. They love it. They absolutely love it. If you're fortunate enough to still have your parents, I do not. Mine passed away. Give them a hug. Thank them. Someone slaved over your food and made all this stuff for you. Are you bringing a dish to Thanksgiving? Are you contributing anything? Or are you just going there and complaining about someone's turkey that they cooked? Or are you complaining because there's sports on the TV and you want to watch Lord of the Rings? Whatever it is, stop bitching and just be there and be present and be helpful. What can I do to help? How can I serve this event? And if you're by yourself, that's okay too. What can you do today to make your Thanksgiving good? What are we giving? That's in the Word. And what are we thankful for? So this is all stuff that we think about every single day. All this stuff that we have around us. Just collecting dust. It was so important when I wanted it at the time. This sword. Oh, how I loved to get this sword. But now it sits. Oh, I love to get that painting, that signature there. Oh, I wanted to get that weapon over there. Or I wanted to get that jacket over there. And now they just sit in the closet. Everything that we desire at some point becomes almost useless at some point. The older that you get and you're more aware of death and time and how precious it is, and how there could be sicknesses inside of us just waiting to come out, different diseases and things, you become less excited about acquiring stuff. And you become more excited about letting it go and giving it all away. As you get older and you start to have a little bit of accumulated wealth, you just decide to give it away. Things are meaningless because a sword that I used to cherish and is now sitting on a shelf somewhere, maybe I can give it to someone young who will use it again and bring life back into it. And that goes for books and really anything else that we possess. But the most important thing you and I agree on is your time. Time is number one. Nothing else is better than time. Every one of us, when we're dying or we're going, wishes we had more time, more days on earth. We don't wish we had stuff. We don't wish we had things. We wish we had more time. That's all. And that's probably the most precious gift of all, is the fact that you and I have the ability to use our time and utilize it to the best of our ability to make ourselves and other people feel better by being together. That's what Thanksgiving is about. Family, friends, being thankful, understanding that everything that we have used to be somebody else's junk and now it's ours for a certain amount of time. You and I are just stewards for a couple of decades and then we're gone. And everything that we work for is part of our past. As soon as we pass, people go on, life goes on, the earth continues to spin. So why not take a few minutes and enjoy this life? Isn't it wonderful just to be alive? Isn't it great? Life is so unbelievably beautiful and wonderful, despite all of our pain and sadness that we go through, all of these hits to the stomach that come out of nowhere. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I wish you and your family and your friends and your martial art training the most wonderful, wonderful success. But remember, you and I have to be an active part of that. We have to be willing to do the work and the effort to create the life that we seek. May you have a wonderful and restful weekend, and we'll see you back on Monday for full classes. You can go and watch us on Teachable. The link is below if you haven't signed up and you want some sort of martial arts education. Go over there and have fun with all of the videos. For the rest of you here on YouTube, thank you. You've been part of our family for years. And I and the staff here at the dojo, all of the black belts, all of the students, all over the world that are part of us, we wish you joy in these holidays. Have a great day, everybody. Stuff yourself with some turkey and stuffing and ice cream and pie, and then go work it off tomorrow. Have a great day. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.